In this video today we're going to look at Java's finding the absolute value of a number. Okay, so one thing, now I'm not going to actually use a scanner in this portion, but I have it loaded on here just in case for another activity. But if you notice here, we do want to import math. Most of the time you're going to need to import the math toolkit that you're going to use to use this. So let's just, I'm going to create a variable called y. It's going to be an integer, and we're just going to make a -2. And what we're going to do is use a tool within the math for Java is called absolute value, or ABS, ABS. So I'm going to go ahead and create a system.out.println. And what we're going to do is we're going to do math.abs, and then we're just going to say y here. Okay, and then of course I got to have my semicolon there. So what we're going to do is just take this -2, and we're just going to print this out, and what we're going to apply is math, which goes along with this up here, and then the absolute value tool or method, which is ABS, and that's going to take whatever value is y. And you could do this with a an input too. You could have a number entered, and then it would just take that value and apply it in here and find the absolute value. And for this activity, it just makes it easier to do it this way. And if I run this, it gives us 2. So if this works for doubles as well, so I can do a double, and if I wanted to do -2.0, and I run this and find the absolute value, it's still just going to do 2.0, and it just removes that negative. So it just finds the absolute value for that particular number that was there. Okay, and again, this works for scanner. It can be anything, any way you want to get that number into this. Okay, but that's how you set this up. You don't necessarily have to create it within a print. You could create another variable and just apply that. I could do another call it double x, and then do math.abs and use y there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and remove it down here and just print x instead. And if I run that, I'll still get the 2.0. So it doesn't necessarily have to be within the print line. I could create another variable that's looking at the absolute value of this particular variable. Totally fine either way you want to do that, but this is a really useful tool. The math.abs, finding the absolute value, is very helpful in coding. So hopefully that helps you, and good luck with your coding.